Sophie from Year 13 and welcome back to the Year 13 Expo. I'm joined today by Thomas Stevenson from Coffey Testing. Welcome, Thomas.
Hi, Sophie.
Lovely to have you here. I'd like to kick off our call with you telling me a little bit more about your Year 13 experience and journey. How did you wind up as the General Manager of Coffey Testing?
Okay, it's a long story. We'll get started. I started in the construction materials testing industry straight out of high school, a similar program to Year 13 in Scotland, where it was targeted to people that didn't perhaps want to go and do the further education, which was my thought. I didn't want to go down that route. I wanted to go and get a job. I went and spoke to these people and they gave me some opportunities. One of the opportunities was to work in a soils lab. I went down, had the interview. I was somewhat interested. I was fortunate enough to get given the opportunity. And now, 23 years later, I've never changed job. So I started off, as you say, at entry level, straight at the bottom, and then just gained my experience working in Scotland, worked in a few different areas of Scotland. Then I moved to live in Wales for 3 years. And then 2011, I was offered the opportunity to come over to Australia as a technician working for Coffey. So I've been here for almost 10 years. In that time, there's been a lot of opportunity to move up through the ranks. As I started off as a senior technician, became a supervisor. Then I made it to laboratory manager, and then now my current position is general manager. So it's been a 10-year span of plenty of opportunity, which this industry can give people that do want to work hard and take the opportunities that present. I feel like if you are the type of person that can do that, in this industry, you can go anywhere. I've got friends that work all over the world that all started in the same place, same little town in Scotland where I started. So it's an industry with many opportunity for people that want to grab it.
Amazing to really see that you've been with the company and been able to grow with the company through your career.
And my story isn't unique. Obviously at Coffey, we do promote having people succeed. We want our staff to succeed, and we've got many programs that are designed for our staff to succeed with internal training and external training. And it's a company that really does support success. But again, out with Coffey, there's also plenty of people in the industry that have worked their way from the bottom to senior management positions like what I hold here at Coffey.
Amazing. Now, perhaps paring it back a little bit, what does Coffey Testing do?
So Coffey Testing is a testing facility that provides services to the construction industry. And ultimately what it is quality control. So when a contractor has to build a road or a building or anything, it has to be in accordance with the Australian standards. What our job is to go out there independently, test that material, whatever it may be, soil, aggregate, or concrete, and ensure that it does meet the standard. And we provide those industries to traffic infrastructure projects, so roads, mine sites, and also just general construction, so buildings and things like that.
Amazing. Really useful company, so you can see the products of your labour.
Yeah, it's very satisfying to be driving on a road somewhere and you can see your family. What I generally say is I helped build this, and that's not what we do. We made sure it was done properly, but it is a talking point. There's roads in Australia that I've been a part of doing the testing, and to this day, when I drive on them, I'll tell everybody that we provided the testing on this. We were a small, very key part of this this road that's providing so many people with access to faster ways to get home or a new way to get home. So it's really is fantastic.
Nice. And now you've talked a little bit about your journey from a student to general manager. What do you do at Coffey Testing? What does it mean to be a general manager for our audience, if you could explain?
So being the general manager is brings a lot of responsibility. You are responsible for everyone's safety, first and foremost. I'm responsible for making sure that we deliver for our clients. I also have a responsibility to my boss to make sure that we do things properly. We make money, which is why we're all in this industry, or in any job. But overall, I'm responsible. The buck stops with me. I have to make sure that I support my managers and my staff to come to work and also to be successful. So I would say the role of a general manager is responsibility, and it's making sure that you support everyone to give the best each and every day, and also to get home safe.
Nice. That's really good. It's often not easy to understand what you do day to day from the other side of the glass.
Yeah, yeah, it's ultimately the same job. You're on a computer, you're doing emails, but as you move up, what you get is the more responsibility. Some people can look at it as more power, but it's definitely more responsibility. That's what happens as you move up. But my job probably hasn't changed as much from once you start sitting behind the computer. You're answering emails, you're doing spreadsheets, you're analysing. Maybe these days I focus more on the business side than the technical side, but you still have to have involvement in both. I think the transition from being a supervisor to a lab manager is you're still very technical focused. You're more focused on the outcome, whereas when you move up into general management, it's more on the business side. It's making sure that you're active, you're looking after your business, and you're given, as I say, those opportunities for your staff to succeed.
Understood. Okay, that's great. We understand what a day in your life looks like. What kind of opportunities are there for school leavers or young Australians looking for a job at Coffey?
We have opportunities all over the country for people that want to get into this industry, and it's the way that this industry works. It's on the job training, so we don't require any entry level skill set. We have some behavioural things we want. So we want people that are wanting to work and wanting to learn. If you've got those two things, a career at Coffey could be a very fruitful one. We have people, many people that have started with Coffey at a young age and are still here to this day. It's not unusual to bump into people in this company that's been here for 15, 17, 20 years, and they've worked their way up. With us being national, there's always some region that has some opportunities. So when a few years ago Western Australia was really, really booming, we would have staff from all over the country come here to help us out on projects. Right now we're seeing Queensland being really busy, so we have people travelling from Western Australia and New South Wales to go and help out in Queensland. So if you like travelling, you like hard work, a career at Coffey could be the best thing that you could do.
Amazing. Good insights there. Now, what do you think a potential Coffey employee, what types of attributes does a Coffey employee or a potential Coffey employee have that you look for?
As I sort of said, a willingness to learn would be one, because there is a lot of learning. We start people off on the very basic test, but that ability to learn and want to work hard, I think, would be the two key things. We can teach people how to do this job, give them the skills and we support them. But what we can't teach people is the ability the want to work hard and the ability to learn. Is if you come in with that, then you can really succeed.
Nice. Good advice. Now, off the back of that, what advice would you give to students looking to start at Coffey? What next steps should they take?
Well, the first thing is to reach out, have a chat to us. Through year 13, we have if you have the ability to contact us through year 13, even if we don't have any jobs posted, you can register your interest with us, and we will come back to people when jobs come available. keep an eye on our website. We are very active on Facebook. We do post all of our jobs on Facebook. So be on there, follow us on Facebook. And then, yeah, just register your interest. We, as a business, we are actively looking to employ people straight from school. We know that we can have people be successful coming through that particular method. As I say, like that's the way that I got into this job, and a few other people that I know that are very senior in this business started straight from school. So we can see there's success there, and we want people to contact us and come and try it out.
Nice. And you said they can go to you guys for support, reach out, I think is just the
Yep.
next step. Um, you've mentioned a little bit about coffee. What does the sector generally look like in Australia right now, the materials testing sector?
Very busy. The government spend at the moment is at record levels. We're seeing spend at a government level going up massively over the next few years. Mining is also a sector that's spending a lot of money. So the construction material industry, for the whole time that I've been in Australia, has been very, very strong. There's plenty of opportunity within Australia, and when everything goes back to normal worldwide as well.
Completely. And as you were saying before, opportunities to travel, meet new people,
Yes,
start
yeah, absolutely. I'd never been to Australia before. I took the job opportunity with Coffey to come over, and it's the best thing that I've ever done. But prior to that, traveling all over the UK, I've had friends that have been in Africa, they've been in Dubai, all over doing this testing.
amazing. And have you made friends through the industry?
Yeah, absolutely. I've got friends all over the world from the industry, and it's not uncommon for me to be here and bump into someone who also worked on a project that I worked on in the UK. There was a meeting I went to a few months ago, and one of the engineers who was present worked on the exact same job that I had worked on before I moved here. He was just there. He'd left before I had started. So it's a small industry, and you meet people that you'll end up bumping into again halfway around the world or on another project.
Nice. That's awesome. And to finish up today, we loved hearing from you, Thomas. If you could give some advice to your younger self, what would it be?
I think the advice I would give myself is realise earlier that this was the career that I was going to commit to. I think when you're young and you're trying to figure out what you're doing, I probably didn't commit as quickly as that I should have, because I really enjoyed it, but I wasn't sure. At the minute I realised that this was a job that I wanted to do and I committed, all my success started to come. So I suppose that I would be to realise early that this was the job for me, and that apply myself appropriately.
Oh, your general manager today. Yeah, I think you sell yourself.
Yeah, but like being young and trying to think that what's right for you can be difficult. And when I realised this was a job for me, then that I was all in. But I think I would go back and commit earlier.
Fair enough. I think that's what your 20s are for.
Yes.
What works for you.
Yeah, and look, by the way that this industry is now, if you're young and you're travelling, the opportunities that you're going to get and it's going to be fantastic.
Amazing. Did you want to add anything before we finish up today, Thomas?
No, well, maybe other than if you're interested in the industry, reach out. I'm happy for anybody to reach out to me direct. Come and speak to us at Coffey if you're interested. We think that it'd be a great place for people that are interested in the technical side or being hands-on. Please reach out and have a chat.
Amazing. Thanks so much for that advice, Thomas, and for the generous opportunity for students to reach out to you if they're looking for some advice in the industry.
Yep, absolutely. Thanks, Sophie.
Thanks. I'd also like to thank Coffey Testing for this opportunity. It's been an absolute pleasure.
Thank you.